We getting up close and personal with them right here.
Man, this is what they don't see. You know? Everybody can't see all this, man. Everybody can't see all this.
The man say, GHU at the dark. Man, now, you hear me?
So tell us about the chef name.
Okay. So the origin of my chef name. After this, I actually showed you a picture, but in 8th grade, I played basketball. And I had scored a bucket. I didn't really score much. And so I was jumping up happy, running down the, kind of like trotting down the court, celebrating.
Yeah.
And my coach could not remember my name. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was chili. And so I don't know why. I don't know how Greg turned to chili. I don't know. But from then on, for the rest of the year, that was my nickname in middle school. And it kind of trickled over to high school. But and the Western part is just because I like Western. And so one night, going to a Halloween party, I was a cowboy, and so my name was Chili Western from the South.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, that was the
perfect.
origin. It started right there, and then I'm like, let me use that as my chef name. I thought it was pretty funny.
Wow, that's a
that is
so your friends and everybody call you that too?
Yeah, so people kind of transition to calling me Chili, especially the people who know me only through Soul Road.
Chili?
Yeah, Chili.
That's fine. But man, these roles though, we touched on it, man, like the name of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you come with the name of these roles?
Man, that one was definitely a lengthy process. Again, the people who I was, doing the trial and error with, my closest friends, came up with a good handful of them. So we got the Trunk Knocker, that's my spicy chicken one, because, it's kicking. You got 15 back in his kick.
I like look, what I love about it, bro. Like, what I love about it is how you put your Houston culture on your roles, bro. I love it, dog.
I had
Trunk
Knocker.
That's fire, bro.
Then you got my veggie roll is sold out. I have my smothered steak is Southside still holding, because I'm from the Southside.
Straight up.
Naturally. Then I have a ribs with applesauce. That's Are You Porking Me?
He says what?
Are
you porking me?
It's just so clever, and I love it.
So what was like the time spending? Like I know there's so many other names like to come up with these names. Like
So when I first started, it was just more of a taste testing, and so my 5 original ones, my Riding Birdie, my Southside Still Holding, Trunk Knocker, Sold Out, and Are You Porking Me? Those were the 5 original ones, and out of those, my friends and I named those. Then some time went on. That's when I added it to expanding my menu to 8, and then my friends helped me with those. And then when I expanded to 11, I named those last 3. So it was definitely a process. It went from 5 to 8 to 11. It was definitely a process trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this work? What's clever? Something that's not too corny, but it's corny enough to get you to laugh, a little chuckle, a little smile, and then it's like, okay, I like that. You know what I mean? So
I like that you got your friends involved.
Oh yeah.
That's the dope part. You got your friends involved.
So what are the other 8 flavors?
Okay, so I did the Trunk Knocker, I did the Southside and Sold Out. Are You Porking Me? I have my Trill Prince. That's my Philly cheesesteak. So that's a play on. That's a play on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Will Smith is from Philadelphia.
I love that.
Hold on, what's it called again?
The Trill Prince.
Man, that's loud.
Oh man, that's tough.
And so I used Trill Prince, obviously from Houston, Southeast Texas. I used that and merged it with the Philly cheesesteak because it's my take on Philly cheesesteak, so it's a Trill Prince.
So it's a Philly piece, little
He playing hard.
I like that. That's hard.
And then you got Get Your Roll On. That's the boudin. Obviously, that's Louisiana. Everybody get your roll on.
Yeah.
I just like to pay homage. The ode to my upbringing. So if you see on the menu, I have a plain and I have a premium.
Yeah.
So I just named all the plain ones. So let's move over to the premium. So the Riding Birdie is after UGK. That's my favorite, rap group. So my favorite album of all time is Riding Dirty.
Yes,
and so Riding Dirty.
That's why I say I love the way, bro. Looking at the menu, I love the way he played on his culture. You know what I'm saying?
You had to. Then past the Ox. I'm a huge Big Crit fan as well. And he said he has a song, called Ox Chord, and it's you ain't jamming, just past the Ox Chord. And so that's
I love Past the Ox.
As long as I live in Houston, I don't know that song.
I just smashed it. That Past the Ox.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, y'all air rolls or whatever rolls you doing ain't jamming like that. You hear me?
Just go
Past the Ox.
Go ahead, pass the Ox Chord.
Pass the Ox.
Pass the roll. You feel me? Pass your roll. It's over with, man.
Boy, doing something big.
Then you got Free World. That's my Stank Strip and Grits. And again, going back to UGK, my favorite song by UGK is Diamonds Wood. In the intro, that had Smoke D. He was in jail. It was a phone call recording.
Oh, you know all
and,
these.
I mean, hey, hey. I don't do this halfways, man.
I feel
I don't do
you.
this halfways. But he was like, he said, I'm eating Free World steak and shrimp, shit like that. And then so that part, obviously the steak and the shrimp, Free World. Then we got See Me Rolling. That's that Too Fat one.
Shit tough, bro. That's tough. The names mean something to you, bro. Like straight up, man. Like you can tell you passionate about your business, man. Like straight up, man.
And then you got See Me Rolling. They See Me Rolling.
Yeah. I knew that one.
Dang, is that the only song you came out with Chameleon here?
No,
man.
Oh, stop.
But look, I'm gonna give you this. Anytime I talk to somebody outside of Houston and they talk about Houston rap, it's Mike Jones, a Chameleon there.
Yeah.
Because that was who the biggest was at the time. I'm not saying I don't like those, but those aren't who I listen to on the regular. But they were the biggest at the time.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
Man, UGK. I ain't from here.
Yeah.
I ain't from here. Before I ain't thought about them UGK, bro. Period.
Yes, sir.
I gotta cover my favorites.
Come on, man. Fat Pat now. You know what I'm saying? Big Bone now.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
I go all day. I got CDs in the car right now. But, all right, let me get back to my last one is the One Eye Sailor. That's my seafood mac. And the One Eye Sailor is actually, I named it after my barber because he actually has one eye. And he was the one, he said, hey, you should do a seafood mac. And I'm real big on, like, people say, oh, do this, do that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, went in one ear and out the other. But for some reason, that one stuck. I tried it, and then he tasted it, he's like, oh, yeah, this is it. And so I'm like, again, paying homage.
What'd you say in that one again?
That's the One Eye Sailor. That's my seafood mac. It's lobster and shrimp macaroni.
Can't believe I played myself and didn't get one.
How did
I not see that on the menu?
I don't know.
It's so much to take in at once.
It is, bro.
It is a lot. It's like, dang, which
right.
one?
It's a lot.
But I love it.
How do you determine, like, I see you had plain and premium. Like, how do you determine the two, which one goes in what category?
It's definitely based on, the ingredients. Obviously, naturally, seafood and oxtails cost more.
Yeah.
And so, it's also based on, the more ingredients I have in it, the more it has to cost more. So, yeah. And I like to be, again, I don't want to shortchange anybody on the end of their stick, I got to get my money in. Of course, I'm trying to get as many people that want to buy it.
Right.
So I don't want the price to be an issue for anybody.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I still have to make my money.
Right.
So how you enjoying the journey of your business? You know what I'm saying? Like the ups and downs, like how you enjoy watching your shit like grow.
It really is amazing, especially talking to people who, again, I wasn't doing this in college, so for him to reach out now, it's just like it kind of hits different from people that didn't know you before I was doing the roles, So it's like for me, I think the journey is being able to reach people I've never met and reach people who knew me before this. you know, that's my thing. Because, like, of course, you know, my siblings and, you know, a handful of friends, the entire process from with the thought process of me even wanting to do it to the taste testing to now. And then, you know, you guys, some people who kind of just heard through the wire, oh, I didn't know Greg was doing that. Oh, I didn't know Greg could cook. And so that, I think that right there is real cool. And then I actually had a friend in high school who told me, like, I don't know if you really know it, but, like, you're being talked about a lot. Like, you know, I don't see it, but he's like, you know, you really are an inspiration. And that right there, you know, keeps me going in the times where, you know, I'm not having a lot of orders or, you know, I'm just overwhelmed with everything and just want to give up. And so it's like that, knowing that people look at me as an inspiration is a real big thing for me.
That's
like,
great.
That's the point of the platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the point of having you on. You know what I'm saying? Inspire somebody to do different.
Right.
Understand? You just ain't got to rap, shoot ball. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You actually can do something different, bro. It's all type of ways to make money, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with cooking either. Cause I seen this one. Believe it or not, it was on the Disney Channel movie.
Oh gosh.
I remember that shit.
People that he wanted to cook.
But what was it? Because he really didn't want to play baseball.
I love that movie, and that's so funny, brother.
Because he came with some nice little sauce to it.
I would never forget. Like, I feel like, especially when my kitchen's in the most, you know, disarray. I always think of that scene when he's just in there and plays with the blender and everything. I always think of that, and I kind of laugh, and then that's what helps me keep going. And like helps me de-stress. I always have those moments.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. You brought that up.
That's crazy that you brought that up.
That's
so funny.
Yeah, that was definitely my.
I feel like that's something probably like very therapeutic for you too. Just going in there and just cooking, doing your own thing.
Yeah.
So that's like, so. All right, obviously, like, I'm assuming you're the only one who cooks these, right?
Yes.
So eventually, let's just say it gets to a point where you do get this food truck, or you do decide to open up a restaurant. Like, obviously, I don't know, but wouldn't think you're able to make all these different type of recipes, by yourself.
Do you do everything by hand, like measuring by hand? Yeah. Oh, dang.
Wait, measures? Who measures?
Yeah, who measures, right?
But no, I do have recipes that I need to write down.
Yeah.
So they can be recreated by others, because if there's I'm gonna be once I get my food truck, I'm gonna be on my food truck.
Right.
But I needed to be where I need to set up to a system where the system can run itself.
Right.
So
Right.
if there's a day where I just for some reason can't make it, hey, I need to go on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, because I'm not the only one who knows what goes into this. And with that, I know my siblings, the two right under me, my two little sisters, they pretty much already know what goes into everything. And so
that's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
keep it in the family, but it's live.
Yes, keep it in the family.
Like you say, generational wealth, man.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, I would say. So my older sister can cook. She's a great baker. So like we all have our different strengths.
Okay.
I would say my older sister, she's the baker. I'm the one who go in the kitchen and just whip up like a whole meal like this, like food. I would say the one right under me though is the best of both worlds, and she is cold.
What?
You took what y'all did and put them in one.
And you say the youngest. How old is the youngest?
The youngest out of all of us is 7.
Okay.
But the sister right under me that I'm referring to, she's 20.
That's
Yeah.
cold.
So she had made this. I'm not big on chicken breast. She had made a stuffed chicken breast a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the best chicken breast I've ever had in my life.
What?
Yeah.
So y'all all can just
We
cook?
all can just cook.
Listen, when y'all have a competition on cooking, just let me
Can
be a
y'all have a
guest.
family
Yeah.
cook show?
No, we can do
Straight up, man.
Literally.
Bro,
We can get the whole
listen, if y'all need taste testers, I'm here.
I'm here.
Hey, that was live taste testers to the sauce. So
Man, bro.
That sauce is
That sauce got a nice little kick to it.
that sauce,
Everything.
can you drop the rib? I mean, you can't drop it. But what took into?
He should have like plankton right now.
I know, we trying to
Yeah, like,
look,
Like, what was the process of the sauce without, you know what I'm saying,
Without
giving us
spilling.
your secret
Yeah,
sauce?
So believe it or not, that was one of the biggest factors of why I started cooking. But I love barbecue sauce, right? And so there was just one point I was just fascinated in making my own barbecue sauce. So I was doing all kinds of different things, tweaking it. You know, it was again never writing the recipes down. But my first batch was okay. My second batch was probably the best batch I ever made. And mind you, I was still in high school. When I made this. I've never been able to recreate it. I'm okay with that because the sauce that I have now is good and it's it's consistent. But I'll give you out a little bit, of what I put in there. I'm not gonna give you my secret.
I don't want it, man. All these big corporations be stealing anyway. We don't want it.
Yeah, you need to pass that ASAP.
We don't want it.
I just, it's pretty much like the base how you make barbecue sauce. The brown sugar, Worcestershire. And then I just add some Asian flavors into it. Teriyaki, soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, stuff like that. Just just play around with different things.
Well, being there just doing some shit.
I really do, man.
Straight up. That's how you get it. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Just in there playing with it.
A lot of trial and error.
That's sad that you've never been able to recreate the other one though. That would bother me.
It's like a hobby, been searching for it for years.
Trying to find out.
Hey, trying to find the right one, man.
But nobody, I guess y'all was the first ones to ever know that. So, I just kept that in with myself and I kind of try to suppress it. But, I'm okay with it now.
Oh my God. Not you moving on.
Hey,
that's nice though, man. Like, for real, appreciate you coming on to this motherfucker, man. Straight up, dog.
Yes,
You live with it, bro.
Keep being
Man, so wrong, dog.
And again, hey, what do we call this? GHU close
First close friends episode.
Literally.
Yes, sir. We live, man. Go
Behind
ahead.
the scenes, let's go.